Well, everyone, we got an update for Batman Brave and the Bold, and it's not coming from James Gunn. No, it's coming from Andy Muschietti. That is right. Andy Muschietti says, well, we got to wait a few months until we can start talking about Batman Brave and the Bold. Now, this is coming from bleedingcool.com, and there's a whole bunch of it here. Look, Muschietti, they were all on the red carpet for the upcoming Welcome to Derry series that's coming out, which I can't wait to start watching. It's coming out just in a couple days here. I can't wait to see it. But look, he talks about very briefly about Brave and the Bold. And we know that for the past, months, how many months now, year or so, James Gunn has been working closely with a secret writer on Brave and the Bold. They've been trying to crack it. They've been trying to figure out what they can do, how they're going to get this movie, how they're going to get this story just right to fit in the DCU. Well, maybe all signs are pointing that, hey, they might have cracked it. They may have gotten things going, and we may be a lot closer to revealing things than we initially thought. Now, I've been saying for quite some time that I think that we were going to hear something, possibly by the end of the year, maybe early next year. Well, Andy Muschietti here's kind of hinting that might be the case. Here, let's see what he has to say. So, again, as Andy recently walked the carpet for the new IT television show, with his wife and producing partner, it's not his wife, that's his sister, I believe, his sister and producing partner, Barbara Muschietti, Variety asked if there were any updates the pair could provide. Barbara replied, "The intention is yes, but we can't talk about it." When asked if the project was still happening, however, Andy added a timeline when he probably shouldn't have. He replied, "We have to wait a couple of months to start talking about it." In the interview, he paused and seemed to realize that he just said a little too much and said, "I screwed it already." This isn't the first time Andy has turned up the gossip channels when discussing the Brave and the Bold, so at least everyone involved is consistent. All right, guys, look, here's the thing. Everyone's excited to see what's going on with Batman in the DCU. I'm excited. I know you're excited. And honestly, we are so much closer to getting information on the DCU Batman than I think we ever have been before. This past week, James Gunn was doing a lot of really cool interviews with YouTubers, with a lot of content creators who don't typically get to interview big directors and studio heads and filmmakers and things like that. I give him so much credit in the world for doing that. One of my favorite YouTubers, Boba Talks, got a chance to talk to him. Fantastic. Love to see that just content creators at that level are able to get opportunities in that regard. Now, for me, I take a look at this and I say, okay, they have to wait a few months. And that makes sense. First off, they're out promoting it. Let them promote that show. Makes sense. But as I've said, for months and months and months, there's a timeline to the way they have to handle promoting and releasing information in regards to DC content. This has nothing to do with the impending sale or merger or separation of Warner Brothers Discovery. I know there's some people out there who want to make it their agenda and narrative to say, oh, this means James Gunn is getting fired and they can't say anything because he's going to get... No, this has nothing to do with that. This is just them sitting back. Maybe it's that they're in the middle of trying to find a way to cast a Batman before they talk about it. Maybe they're trying to cast a Batman for Man of Tomorrow, and then once they cast the Batman for Man of Tomorrow, then they're going to talk about Brave and the Bold. Who knows? We don't know what the scenario surrounding this is and why they have to wait. But it seems to me that Muschietti is still on board. It seems to me that Muschietti is still part of the process in this Brave and the Bold, Or maybe it's not even going to be called Brave and the Bold. Maybe it's just going to be called something else. Maybe it's going to be, Batman, something. Who knows? We don't know what it's going to be called at this point. But regardless, this Batman project for the DCU, as of right now, it seems like Muschietti's still on board, which I'm all for. I think he is a very talented filmmaker. I still hold true to the fact that I think the Flash movie was a very, very fun film. It has its issues. The CGI was horrendous. I get that. The CGI was not good. But the story was there. It had a fantastic story. And the acting was strong. And the direction was good. But the CGI really, really brought that film down. And Muschietti, look what he did with the It franchise and all of the accolades that the new show is getting. He knows what he's doing. He's a good filmmaker. So I'm looking forward to him doing a Batman film. Solely Batman film. I'm looking forward to it, and I think he will be good. Now, if it comes out in a few months that he's walked away and he's not doing it, so be it. But right now, it sounds like he's part of it. It sounds like he's going to be doing it. I'm all for it. James Gunn has recently said they haven't cast a Batman yet. I'm thinking this may have something to do with, maybe. Look, I'm of the belief that Batman's going to be a Man of Tomorrow. I'm of the belief that, hey, maybe they want to cast their Batman, then make an announcement and talk more about the Batman movie. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. It's exciting. It's fun. I heard somebody actually say that they're delaying this or something. I don't know. You know who you are in the comments of one of my videos. You're like, oh, I want to hear Slav spin this. It's just hilarious. What is there to spin? There's nothing to spin. These are his words right here. These are his words. It's just exciting. It's exciting to see that, look, we're going to get more information in a couple months, as we should. There's a reason why they have to wait, so be it. But at least we know it's coming. We know it's coming. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about all this and everything else. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. With all that said, I'll catch you all later.